Hey everyone, I just have a quick thought for you on tree selection, something that might help you out in deciding what kind of tree to go with if you're looking at adding a tree to your lawn or landscape, here in the near future. A lot of people nowadays, whenever they call us for recommendations, they tend to want a fast-growing tree. They don't want to wait forever for it to mature and for it to provide some shade. They want something that's going to grow fast. And while that's fine, if that's what you want, there's some issues that arise from having a fast-growing tree. Now, I'm speaking generally here. There are fast-growing trees and there's slow-growing trees, and then there's everything in between. But in a general sense, if you have a fast-growing tree, it's not going to live near as long. It's going to have a shorter lifespan than the slow-growing trees. Also, if you have a fast-growing tree, it's going to be much more brittle and much more fragile than the slow-growing trees. It's going to be more susceptible to disease and pest damage than the slow-growing trees. So you just have to keep that in mind and do some research and know in advance what issues could arise with the tree, before you install it. A good example is Bradford pears. Bradford pears are very common around here. They're a very fast-growing tree, but you're doing really good if you get 10 years out of a Bradford pear. And they're the ones that, in an ice storm or in high winds, they're losing limbs. Branches are breaking off of it. They're real susceptible to damage in those kinds of conditions. So that's just one example, and there's plenty more examples. Just keep that in mind and do some research when you're picking out your tree. If you like the fast-growing trees and that's what you want, then that's what you should go with. It's just good to know going into it what you're going to be dealing with. So hope that helps. If you have any questions about that or need any help, feel free to give us a call or message us, and we'll be glad to help you out. Thanks.